Let's get started. I'm going to be breaking down the fight between Sumudaerji versus Mitch Raposo. Um, I don't know, man. When it comes to this particular fight, obviously, I feel like Sumudaerji is significantly better as far as striking and as far as grappling as well. I think, yeah, I would favor Sumudaerji to actually have the advantage as far as the grappling exchanges go. I think the only advantage that I would give to Mitch Raposo is that he shoots a lot of takedowns. And to be fair to him, in shooting that many takedowns, a lot of the time he's successful with the takedowns. So maybe that might play into that, but this fight for me feels like the fight between Jamal Emmers versus who's the guy Jamal Emmers was fighting? Yeah, I forgot who he was fighting, but for me, it's like that. Suma Durji does not have the best takedown defense, but I think he's good enough as far as even offensively to some extent in order to maybe avoid bad situations or getting controlled too much on the ground. Um, so yeah, it's kind of difficult to have any level of confidence in. Um, Not to sound racist, but like Asian fighters, mainly because in the past, a lot of them have not lived up to their potential, to be honest. And it's not a slight on them or anything like that. This is based off of my personal experience predicting Asian fighters. Most of the time, even if you feel like this person should actually win this particular fight pretty easily, somehow they end up fumbling the opportunity. I don't want to mention too many of them, but I'd say, for example, one of them is Wang Kong. The other one is Song Kenan. He's been in matches that I felt like he should have won, and he lost. Okay, let me not even list any more of the people that, like the agents that I'm trying to make an example of. I apologize for that, but still, it's kind of really difficult to actually have any sort of confidence in Suma Durge's ability to actually deliver. Because of that, for me personally, I don't want to lie. I still feel like Suma Durge is going to be the better fighter. Um, Looking at the fight in itself, I think the only way for success for Mitch Raposo would be to take the fight to the ground, to be honest. I don't see any other path to victory for him because on the feet, I think Sumaderji is going to be significantly better. And then let's see, as far as finishing abilities, yeah, I think I'm actually justified in what I'm saying. I think if where Suma Derji is going to have the advantage is going to be on the feet. He has a higher knockout percentage. He doesn't have as many submissions, but he has a decent amount of knockouts. Whereas Mitch Raposo has a significant amount of submissions. Well, not significant. Basically, it's based on how he wins fights. So obviously he has a couple of TKOs. So, but the point of this particular breakdown is to say that I think Sumaderji is going to be slightly better. Let's actually take a look at their previous opponents and make an assessment based off of that. I know that what do you call him? Mitch Raposo is fairly new in the UFC. I can't remember if he came from the Contender Series or the Ultimate Fighter. I need to actually check that right now. However, Suma Derji has been in the UFC for a bit of time now, so I'd call him seasoned despite the fact that he's still very young. So I think the experience is going to play a huge role into how this fight plays out. So my subscribers and I went with Suma Derji, obviously. I think he's highly likely to actually get this one done. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, Mitch Raposo lost a split decision to Andre Lima, which is respectable because if you look at what Lima went on to achieve, in his next fight. I think it's a good sign, to be honest. I don't want to crap on him too much. I mean, Andre Lima won his fight against the Perez via submission, and then what else? Okay, so after looking at everything, I mean, Mitch Raposo has not had that many fights in the UFC. He has one fight in the UFC, whereas, what do you call him? Sumudaerji is exceedingly seasoned. I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried about Sumudaerji's takedown defense because I think that's going to be a massive problem. A massive problem, especially considering the amount of takedowns that Mitch Raposo actually shoots. That's the only concern I have about this particular fight. Otherwise, I think Sumudaerji should definitely win this fight. But yeah, I guess we'll see. On the feed, let me see. Let me actually check who I think is going to. Obviously, defensively, both of them are more or less the same as far as defense, striking defense. Um, but when it comes to the offense, I feel like Sumudaerji throws a little bit more, has a bit more power. So I think on the feet it's going to be Sumudaerji all day. On the ground, I think it's going to be a coin toss. I could see a situation where Mitch Raposo wins this by spamming a lot of takedowns and actually just winning the fight off of control. I don't know because obviously Sumudaerji does not have the best takedown defense as I previously mentioned. So that's one of the things that actually concern me. Volkanovski versus Lopez prediction. My predictions for every single fight on the card is on the live section of the channel. So if you want to get my predictions on that, just click on the channel if you're new, and then click on the live section of the channel. You'll see all my predictions individually. So you can only watch the main event or co-main event prediction. Like just go to the live section of the channel. So right now I was breaking down the Sumudaerji versus Mitch Raposo fight. Let me see. Ariana Grande versus Islam. Okay. Anyway, I just got finished done breaking down this particular fight. If you want to join me on the next stream, I'm going to break down the last fight on the card, which is going to be Nora Connolly versus Haley Cohen. If you've missed all my other predictions, go to the community section of the channel. I mean, go to the live section of the channel, and you'll find all my predictions there. So let's go to the next prediction. Okay, thanks. Awesome. If you're just joining me, you can always watch the all my predictions on the live section of the channel, or even the shorts section of the channel. Every aspect of the channel has a lot of information as far as predictions and statistics and everything related to that. So right now, I just got done with this one. I'm going to predict the next one. Let's go to the next three. Sure.